Coming off a loss last night to the Cavaliers, 122-107. The Pistons are back at it again tonight against the Lakers, who are coming off a loss. So
I take credit, guys.
You do?
I take credit because I got too excited. I won some money on my bookie when we beat the 76ers. So then I was like, you know what, man? Let's go. Keep going, right? Nope.
No. Pistons, not only did they not cover last night, they got blown out, and I was taking the under, and it was clearly over. So
yeah, let's just take that game off of the record.
Yeah, let's just talk about tonight's game. You know, the
let's
Lakers coming off a loss to the 76ers, 107-106, which was a really fun game to watch. I didn't think the Sixers were going to be able to push back into that game. But it was a lot of fun to watch that game last night. Did you guys see the hard foul LeBron had on Joel Embiid, though?
Ooh. Oh, the one that, yeah, Embiid said that he should have been ejected.
Right. Fish, you're over there on producer cam. Can you play that hard foul real quick so everybody can see? And, like, you see LeBron push him right in the stomach as he goes up for the shot.
And it's LeBron. LeBron could get by doing this, only him.
What was funny about this foul is afterwards you could see Embiid was pissed, like looking around.
Oh yeah,
who did that? Who did that? And he goes up to Gasol because Gasol's in the background, and I think he was thinking it was Gasol who knocked his legs out from underneath him. Well, because Gasol, you just see him go like this, like the old. It wasn't me, man. And then he pointed right at LeBron, like he hauled LeBron out immediately.
He gave him the check.
It wasn't me.
It was LeBron. Like he was afraid of what Joel Embiid was about to do to him. So
I mean, hey, I'd be afraid of Joel Embiid too. You know, I saw him. Don't want to keep dropping this, but I saw him at the All-Star game. This dude, okay, there are big guys.
Yes.
Then there are massive guys. Joel Embiid is a giant, and he's intimidating. When he walks past you, like, I wonder how badly he'd kick my ass.
Yeah, when you see him on the court making other NBA players look tiny, like you know you're just a giant amongst
Who would you
men.
be more scared of, Isaiah Stewart or Joel Embiid?
Ooh, Isaiah Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart.
All day.
Isaiah Stewart's just like he's built out of hardened steel.
Yep.
Like Joel Embiid, as big of a dude as he is, kind of soft.
I mean, I feel like I could trip Joel Embiid and get away with it,
or at least run a little bit faster than him or something.
He's too tall. You can get him.
I think Beef Stew might catch me, and you might not see me again for a while.
Well, Embiid had this to say about the LeBron foul. He thought he should have been called for a flagrant 2. Fish, play that back real quick.
That fall specifically when you were pushed by LeBron.
Well, first of all, I mean, you look at it, that's a very dangerous play. And I guarantee you that if it was me, I would have probably been ejected from the game, which has happened in the past with me getting flagrant fouls really for nothing. And when you compare that to the one that I got, which I thought I didn't hit him. I didn't elbow him. I might have touched him, but I don't think he deserved the flagrant. Man, if you're going to compare those two, those are tough plays, and I just thought, should have been a flagrant too.
So, do you think what Embiid is saying there is true, that if it was him doing that to LeBron, he would have been ejected, but since it was LeBron doing it, he gets that star treatment?
Absolutely. LeBron's the face. LeBron is still the face of the league, even though Giannis is the 2-time MVP rating. LeBron is still the face of the league. He got his MJ call.
Yeah. I didn't think it was a dirty play by any means, but it was like, oh, you didn't have to push him like that.
That's the thing. It was unnecessary.
Right.
So that's why I do think you got to call the flagrant 2. But it's like LeBron will never have a flagrant 2 on his record ever.
Right.
I think he only has, like, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, I don't even think he has more than 2 ejections in his career.
I don't think he has more than 3 fouls called on him. Yeah. No, fouls.
Oh, fouls in general.
Yeah, no, LeBron dude plays every minute of every game and never fouls out.
But has drawn 172,000 fouls.
So LeBron and the Lakers are playing the Pistons tonight. The spread on this, it's all over the place. Like, I've seen it on my bookie for like +7 for the Pistons. I've seen it all the way up to +12.
There's a lot of factors. That's why.
There are a lot of factors, and the biggest one, obviously, is talking about who's going to be playing tonight. Are they going to rest LeBron James and Anthony Davis? That's the big question. Anthony Davis, I believe, is already out, right?
Yeah, they're saying that he's not going to play tonight, and I'm guessing with LeBron James, that's going to be like a game time decision or something like that.
Yeah.
They always make us wait until literally the game start right at 8 o'clock. It's
Right.
like, all right, well, here we go. We'll announce it.
And if it is LeBron, this is clearly not he's injured. This is just a rest game.
Right.
Like, they're playing. We're the worst team in the league right now, so this is where you get LeBron his rest coming. You don't want to play him back-to-back games, especially after a hard-fought game against the 76ers. But, they lost, so LeBron may want to get right back on the court.
And this, too, fans can't get mad at it this time. But that would be weird if he didn't play this game, because this would be like the second year in a row he's come to Detroit and has not played.
Whatever.
The worst. The worst ever. I'll never forget when the Wizards were playing the Pistons. I just wanted to see Jordan before he retires. And the homie doesn't play that game.
Well, you know why? He fucking hated Detroit.
When I tell you, though, how pissed I was, little young Joey, that I didn't get to see Michael Jordan play.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
So
if
sad.
you're betting the money line on this game, the Pistons are minus 520, the Lakers are plus 460, and then the over-under is 214. We'll get into our predictions.
Pistons plus what?
Plus, Pistons are minus 520, the Lakers are plus 460 on the money line.
Damn.
All right?
Oh, I'm betting on this one.
You're betting the money line?
Hell yeah.
Well, we'll get into our picks coming up in just a little bit. Let's get to the injury report. We just kind of touched on
Free
it
money.
for the Lakers. The only person on the injury report for the Pistons tonight,
Killian Hayes.
Killian Hayes.
I think they're going to rest Blake again, though.
You do?
I personally think.
I read he's playing tonight.
Sorry, Blake. But yeah, if he plays, then hopefully they give some more minutes to Sadiq and Sekou.
Yeah.
Svi, because it's like Blake is. I know you gotta play him, but
You
it's
gotta
just
play
like,
him to create value to trade him.
But thing is like he's not creating that value when he's out there. It's actually dropping. But hopefully, as he's getting more of his legs up under him, that he's able to improve his game. I know earlier we were all complaining. Well, mainly me. I was complaining about his 3-point shooting, and then Joey jumped on the train.
Yeah, because my man balled out. I was like, hell yeah, let's go, Blake. And now,
He had that one glorious half where he went 8 of 8 or 6 of 6 or something
Yeah.
like that.
6 of 8.
6 of 8.
Yeah.
Hasn't seen the daylight of a great 3 since. But to get back on track, I believe that is he continues to get his legs up under him and plays out on the block. Then he'll go ahead and drive that trade value up, or just be a serviceable vet where if we got to move him in the offseason, then we can get something for him.
Yeah, we just got to create value for this guy. So at this point, like last year would have been the time to trade him. Now we're treading on thin ice to where nobody's going to want that value.
truthfully, though, what I think that we're trying to do is play him a lot out there so he looks good.
Right.
We hope he just looks good so we could get some more value out of him, because we are not seeing him looking good. And truthfully, what I see him is as a cancer on the court, because I feel like he's slowing the game. And I can't use the word cancer like that, but he's slowing up the game. Like when we're playing, like yesterday, we still got our ass whipped by 15 points, right? But it's like we're still like the game. When you're seeing the momentum that the Pistons are playing with, the flow, it's just so much slower with Blake out there.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely slowed down, and now that he's turned into just a perimeter guy and not an above-the-rim guy, it definitely is clogging up a lot in the offense.
Is he still at 0?
What?
0 dunks on the season?
Yeah, still 0 dunks, which is crazy for a Blake Griffin season.
And you know what's crazy? You know the Pistons? Where do you think the Pistons are this season in points in the paint?
I don't know.
We're 20th.
20th?
Wow.
That's not bad. Mason Plumlee holding it down, baby.
Even Mason Plumlee shooting.
No, but that's it. But that's kind of the new NBA, I guess. Not really too many points in the paint. But if we're 20th,
Not the Lakers.
Yeah, well, shit.
Not
If
the
we had
Lakers.
Anthony Davis, we'd be doing all right in the paint too.
LeBron, all these people.
LeBron, right?
But guess who's? You know what? To kind of stay on this. Guess who's number 2 in the league?
The Lakers
Number 2.
in points in the paint.
Points in the paint.
Cavaliers.
Cavaliers.
Yeah, I figured that's where you were going with that.
Dude, Drummond's been putting up good amount of points.
Drummond is surrounded around.
Guys, don't do this.
Drummond
Don't
is
do
surrounded.
this.
Drummond is
Don't
surrounded
do
around
this.
guards that involve him in the game now.
Damn, Drummond sweeped us since leaving.
God, don't do this. Drummond's still the same player he was in Detroit, putting up garbage numbers on a garbage team.
But he's playing good because he's not DJing.
That's true. The clubs are shut down because of COVID. He's got to play
Dude,
basketball.
COVID has been the greatest thing in the world for Andre Drummond. His manager probably going through the roof.
Right, like I'm not trying to get him booked at a nightclub that holds
Man.
200 smarter people.
See, but Whitmer's keeping Michigan close longer than anyone else. His manager wishes he was still in Detroit,
Right.
that's for sure.
Keep him on his basketball grind. Well, let's get into players to watch for tonight, and you guys aren't going to love who I picked. I mean, because we just talked about one of them. Blake Griffin is somebody that I'm interested in watching tonight.
Yeah, watch his ass on the bench.
I still like Blake's game. I just wish he would go back to what made him successful before. And, on the season, he's got 12.3 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 1 steal pretty much. And I didn't want to highlight Jeremy Grant back-to-back nights, and DeLon Wright. Yes, we could highlight him, but I really wanted to go with our homeboy Blake Griffin tonight. And
honestly, though, man, I respect that because as much as I do hate on Blake Griffin, I do got to respect his game.
Yeah, and you got to love
girls,
the guy.
with Kendall Jenner. That's the only game I respect that he's ever had in his career.
Dude has had a nice roster underneath of Blake Griffin.
Yeah, an epic roster. The guy I'm looking at is Wayne Ellington.
You want Wayne? Okay.
Wayne Ellington has been playing lights out these past couple of games. Let me just go to this one number right here. He's like 17 points last night. The game before that, 20 points. Game before that, 17, 18, 16, 24. He's been balling out the past 5 games.
Well, when you're knocking down 5 3-point shots a game, it definitely at least helps your numbers.
Yeah, and he was a great 3-point shooter for the Pistons. The little time he was
before
here.
First time around,
his first go around.
But the return,
he's
shooting above 50% right now, 52% I think it was.
And he's setting records.
Yeah.
Like, he has the most 3-pointers over the 5-game course in the Pistons history, which is amazing at 25.
Wow. Man.
Or 27. He had 27 over 5 games.
So he set that like the last night?
Game, yeah.
Okay, because I know Jeremy Grant set a record last
For 20
night too.
points scored.
Not just that one. He's the Piston. He set the record for most consecutive games with a 3-pointer.
Okay. Wow.
For Pistons, I think it was with 17.
I mean, Jeremy Grant's been a hell of a pickup. Like, we've talked about it all season long. He's clearly the front runner for most improved player in the league. The ironic part is the guy that's right behind him is Christian Wood, who we got rid of. But either way, I mean, we got the guy that's in front of him.
And I think Grant is going to continue to improve. I think Wood. Right, I don't want to poo-poo on his game, but I think Wood is what he is.
Yeah.
I think Grant is just really scratching the surface of his game. So it's going to come a point where he's going to have already outplayed that contract.
Oh, to me, he's worth the $20 million a year we signed him for already.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you look at his consistency, that's been the biggest key. Because we could all find a great player in the NBA, pay him $20 million, they'll do well for us, but they'll have some off nights. With Jeremy, dude is consistent
every single night. Yeah, he's bringing it. And then the player we obviously got to talk about, whether he plays or not tonight, he is the Los Angeles Lakers, right?
LeBron James.
You're talking LeBron, 25.6 points a game, 7.8 rebounds, 7.3 assists, and a steal. Like, when I was writing out that stat line, I'm like, Jesus.
And 0 flagrant 2 fouls on the season.
And not a foul committed. So, yeah, whether he plays or not, I'm watching LeBron James, whether he's sitting on the bench or he's on the court. As much as I hate on him for how he's gotten his accomplishments, you can't knock his accomplishments.
He's 36 years old, and I said it yesterday. He's 36 years old, and he's basically played his entire career since 18 in his prime.
Yeah.
That is scary.
That's almost 20 years if my math is correct.
Yeah.
Being the best in the NBA every single year, and Stick's still going to hate on him.
Yeah, I am.
I can't stand up for him today, though.
He's playing the Pistons. Can you at least dog him when he's playing the Pistons?
Right, if the Pistons win tonight, then I could come back tomorrow praising LeBron again.
Okay, there
if not, though, I'll hate on him for another day.
Or you can just be like me and hate on him both times.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, listen, like, I don't hate on LeBron. It's just, I just love that I'll always have in my back pocket that he had to run and chase his championship.
Yup.
He couldn't bring it by himself.
Yup, little bitch.
And every LeBron hater or every LeBron lover that ever wants to talk to me about it, there's nothing you can do about it.
Little punk-ass LeBron.
He ran to Dwayne Wade. He said, "You already have a championship. Please
I can't
bring
do
me
this
one.
on my own,
I
LeBron.
can't do it here
Can't
in
do it on
Cleveland."
my own.
And then, of course, Cleveland sucks when he leaves. They get 2 number 1 overall picks. So he's like, "Oh yeah, I could go back to Cleveland." Like, say what you want about LeBron. He's got his championships. He's proven he's great. I'll give him that.
But not on his own.
Exactly. He's always needed to hop with somebody else.
I'll be back stroking LeBron tomorrow, by the way, guys.
And nobody's ever wanted to go with him until he went to L.A.
I'm so glad I did not have to say any of that at all. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. Anytime you want us to dog LeBron, I'm happy to do it. Most talented player that I've seen in my lifetime, and I was alive watching Jordan play. LeBron is talented, even more talented than Jordan, just on size, speed. But Jordan stayed someplace. He brought the team to him. He pushed crappy players to become better, and they became champions. So I give him that respect before I ever give it to LeBron James.
And listen, while we're talking about greatest player in our lifetime, give it up for Mason Plumlee getting that double-double, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you on the island by yourself.
15 and 12 yesterday, boy.
So do you guys want to get into our 3 keys for a Pistons victory tonight? It's going to be tough for the Pistons.
It was hurting me to dog LeBron. I have to move on from that.
Oh yeah, I would definitely want to get into mine.
What are your 3 keys for victory tonight, Corey?
First one, you know how it is when old Pistons come back. Like I say it all the time, they see red. So first key, do not let Kentavious Caldwell-Pope get open or hot.
Please.
He comes to the, anytime he plays the Pistons, it's like, all right, I got something for y'all. He may not play like that any other time, but when he sees the Pistons, he brings it all for us. So don't let KCP get open. He's still a great three-point shooter regardless of what you think about him, man. If he's open, he's knocking it down. The Pistons are not that great on the perimeter this year, as we keep talking about. So you leave him open, it's going to get ugly quick.
Yeah.
Second, limit the damn turnovers. It's been the story of the Pistons season. It's like anytime they get a lead or they're in the game, they can close the gap. They have. It's not the fact that they turn the ball over. Their turnover is going to happen. It's when they turn it over. They'll turn it over when the team is getting their momentum and coming back, or when they're trying to get themselves back in the game. Then they kill their own momentum. So limit the turnovers. And lastly, take the fight to the Lakers. You have nothing to lose tonight. You're going against the defending champions. Everybody's already expecting you to take an L, whether AD and LeBron play or just LeBron plays. Just go take the fight to them. Punch them in the mouth. You seen what happened last night with the 76ers. It was a tough game, and they punched them in the mouth.
Break their kneecaps.
Go out there and get your Dan Campbell on and bite some kneecaps off of it, and take a Patello too.
You know, I was going to do my 3 keys next, but Corey, you kind of stole some of mine. So, Joey, let's go to yours.
Took them all, for real?
Just so we can break this up a bit. Let's go to Joey.
Listen, first one, bite their kneecaps. Now, the first one, I want to just defend Joel Embiid for that dirty play that LeBron did. So I need Jeremy Grant to be all up in LeBron's face.
Okay.
And that is the matchup that I'm hoping we see tonight. We'll see once game time hits. Wayne freaking Ellington. That's all I put for my other key. Wayne freaking Ellington. Third key.
Third key?
Tough ball on both ends.
You should have put Wayne Ellington as your 3rd keys because he needs the 3s.
Yeah, that's true.
There we go. Next time we'll do that.
All right, we'll do that next time.
What's your 3rd key?
Tough ball on both ends of the court.
Tough ball on both ends of the court?
Yeah.
All right.
I just need to see both ends of the court because this is going to be a game where we really need to step up on the defensive side.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, we got to put up points. So this is going to be one where we're going to be tired, so we're going to need some good rotations out of Coach Casey. And then it's our game.
Man, so I'm going to kind of reiterate what both of you said then.
Okay.
Because you took 2 of mine, you took 1 of mine. My 3 keys, and mine's the kind of a variance of yours, is have fun, but test yourself.
Yeah.
Like, when you go up against the world champions, this is a time for you to test yourself. Test your effort, see what you're all about. And you see that championship teams year after they win, they say, hey, you know, we know this next year, everybody's going to be giving us everything they got every time we show up on the court. And tonight is the night the Pistons need to show them everything they have. Like Corey said, you got nothing to lose. Just go all out. And most importantly, have fun, because when you're loose and having fun, you play better.
Exactly.
Number 2, limit turnovers. Corey said this one, too.
We've said that every single game.
Yeah,
They have not listened to us.
And I've repeated, well, this is what we're going through with a young team. But literally, they're becoming like puppies.
Yeah.
Like, they get a lead, they get so excited, and then they turn the ball over constantly.
I think we need to dumb down our keys and just put score more points than opponents.
Yeah, win basketball game. No, but obviously the turnovers are a major problem for the Pistons. Part of that stems from us losing our starting point guard for pretty much the whole season, and then Derrick Rose, even though he's come off the bench, he's our only true point guard really on the team right now. So that we have some ball handling issues, taking the ball up the court.
Protect your balls.
Always.
Is that your 3rd key?
No, but that's my number one key to life.
Always.
And then number 3, all-out effort on defense. All-out effort. Like, give me 12 Isaiah Stewarts tonight and just let them cause chaos on the court.
Yeah.
Body people up, get in spaces, cut off passing lanes, fight through picks. Like, just be, I don't want to sound like a cheerleader, but be aggressive.
Be aggressive.
Right?
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
That's exactly where I was going.
And Stig, just to go back to your turnover points, last night against the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Pistons gave up 30 points off 22 turnovers.
22.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
That's brutal.
And truthfully, they should have probably put up more points on 22 turnovers.
Really?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, and then another thing, if this would be my 4th point, is protect the three-point line. The Lakers are 6th best in the league at threes at 38.5%. The Pistons allow 39.2%, and we're 3rd worst in the league. So that's a big thing that I'm going to be watching tonight. Is hopefully they're not raining threes on us.
I just don't understand what the deal is with the Pistons protecting the perimeter. It's weird. It's like it's different. They're a bad team. We know they're not a great team, but it's like they lose each game the same way.
Do you think it's because we have 7 centers on the roster that we can't protect the perimeter?
I mean, hey, that could be it.
I mean, if you can't switch out your players and we're not interchangeable,
They're
like
tired out there.
Is that by design?
Yeah, is it by design? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. That's how the roster was built this year. I'm sure that's not how the roster is going to be built moving forward, but that's kind of the position that we're in. Do you guys want to get to your score predictions?
Yes, sir.
All right, Corey, what you got for your score prediction tonight? And remember, the Pistons are plus 10.5 on this, and the over/under is 214 points.
200. The under is 214.
Over/under, yeah. That's the line. Over or under it?
I'm going to go. I hate to say this. I'm going to go 120.
Okay.
120, 113 Lakers.
120, 113 Lakers. All right. So that's only 7 points. So they're not covering their 10.5, but you got them definitely on the over.
Yeah, definitely on the over. I think they're gonna go ahead and show some moxie and some fight out there, especially after getting popped by the Cavaliers the night before.
It's actually not a bad bet. I mean, the Pistons are 9-7 this year against the spread, so they have a winning record against the spread.
Yeah.
So Joey, what do you got?
I'm gonna go Lakers 105, Pistons 111.
Okay, so you're right above.
Yep.
Right above the money line.
Yep.
Or right above the over-under. I actually did a parlay on this bet through my bookie. I got the Pistons, but I got them at, I got the Lakers at +7. That was the line on my bookie when I put it in, which I was like, ooh, snap, I got to steal that. And then I'm parlaying that with,
Wait, you said wait, they had the who?
Huh?
They had the Lakers +7?
The Pistons +7.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I got Michigan State +2.5 tonight.
Oh, I'm stealing both of those.
Yeah, so I'm parlaying that on my bookie. So that's who I'm taking. I think the Lakers, they're definitely going to win by more than 7 points.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Pistons are going to have a real, especially if LeBron is playing.
Yeah,
it's just going to be a real tough time out there tonight. I got the Lakers winning, unfortunately, but I got them winning like 120, 110.
Okay,
something like that.
That's what I was initially thinking, but I'm like, it's just like the Pistons to break my heart and mess up my money line. So
yeah,
I don't want to get my hopes up. But if they do, hey, I got free money.
Yeah, free money. Well, that's it for the Pistons pregame show right here on the Woodward Sports Network. I almost forgot sports.
Woodward Network.
The Woodward Network.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Thank you guys for watching us on Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate you.
Shout out to everybody watching on MySpace right now.
Yeah,
I see
MySpace on Twitter. We appreciate you too. So thank you guys. Go Pistons, right?
Let's do this.